This morning, the Baraboo superintendent speaking out after being shoved at a high school graduation. Hear his perspective on what happened.
Plus, wildfires in the Southwest. Find out how contained they are this morning and how it's part of a massive surge in temperatures nationwide.
Wisconsin are talking about near record warmth later this afternoon. We'll talk about when we'll see some relief out there.
Hey, good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Chris Stanford. I came back from Florida vacation. It looks like I brought all the heat and the humidity with me.
Yeah, and I'm not super thrilled about it, partner.
My apologies. Yeah, so you can, I guess, blame me this morning instead of your meteorologist. Yeah, conditions really muggy out there. Savannah is on the patio. Be honest with us, Savannah. How is it out there?
It feels very sticky. We're not going to blame the meteorologist today, though. We talked about that last hour. Chris Stanford, you're to blame because you were just in Florida and you brought that heat and humidity back. Yeah, we have alert days in the forecast today and tomorrow because of the hot temperatures, not just because of the storm chances, isolated at best. But yes, it's going to be hot and humid out there at least through midweek. Today and tomorrow are going to be the hottest days across southern Wisconsin, and temperatures are already very warm out there. Our average nighttime temperature across southern Wisconsin for this time of year is about 60 degrees. So temperatures are upwards close to 15 degrees above that already this morning. And we do have severe chances pretty much to our northwest. That's also where a current severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for until 10 this morning. We'll talk about where the best storm chances are going to be and the threats as we go for this afternoon and really the next several days. I'll also time out when your best rain chances are going to be throughout the week.
All right, Savannah, keeping an eye on that heat. Thank you. And with these alert days in the forecast, you can stay on top of those changing conditions by downloading the free First Warn Weather app. You can get it today in your app store. Los Angeles County's first major wildfire of the year is ripping through thousands of acres in Southern California.
And the post-fire is only 2% contained this morning. That fire was first reported Saturday afternoon. High winds have helped spread the fire. Thousands have had to be evacuated. For many of them, the effects of the fire are quite apparent.
Yeah, it's been really smoky. You can smell it really bad, like it's right down the street. And it's been kind of hard to breathe.
Experts believe the smoke will continue to spread across the state, which may cause air quality issues for other nearby communities.
While Southern California isn't the only region dealing with the heat this morning, the U.S. could see almost 200 new or tied heat records this week, spanning more than a dozen states. A powerful heat dome is stretching across the country as well. Parts of the Southwest are at a risk of wildfires like you just saw in California. Extreme temperatures can also be hard on humans and animals alike.
6:02 now. The Baraboo school superintendent is asking the community to pull together. A parent came on stage at graduation and moved him out of the way before the superintendent could shake his daughter's hand. That parent is charged with disorderly conduct. He said he was upset because the superintendent didn't do anything about claims his daughter was bullied. The superintendent joined us for the record over the weekend to describe the scene from his perspective.
Yeah, in that moment, I see this white blur coming up the stairs, and in that moment, I'm kind of like, well, is this a photographer? But as he descended upon me, you know, I'm kind of like, oh man, what is he doing? Because I'm not sure what this individual is going to do or what they have with them. They have a weapon, a gun, knife, or whatever.
You can see that full interview on our Channel 3000 YouTube page.
As parents and grandparents and caregivers know, baby wipes are essential if changing diapers is a part of your daily routine. But how much do you really know about what's in those wipes touching you or your baby's sensitive skin? Well, Consumer Reports takes a close look at the ingredients and reveals the popular brands that may pose a risk to your baby and the planet. If you have small children, there's a good chance you have baby wipes stashed just about everywhere.
My diaper bag, my kitchen, in both kids' rooms by the change stations and in the car.
Whether you're using wipes for diaper changes, removing makeup, or cleaning sticky fingers, you want them to be safe for people and for the planet. So Consumer Reports teamed up with the independent organization Made Safe to investigate the long list of ingredients. Of the 15 brands of baby wipes they looked at, 7 had concerning or unclear ingredients.
These wipes contain potentially harmful chemicals, including some that may be linked to cancer risks. Many are made from plastics that don't break down in the environment.
In addition, some brands have a low pH balance, which may irritate skin. CR reached out to the companies. Coterie and Costco said they use very small amounts of certain chemicals in their wipes as preservatives or skin conditioning agents. Pampers said their ingredients and products undergo rigorous safety testing. Consumer Reports says some better biodegradable choices that aren't too expensive include wipes from Healthy Baby, The Honest Company, Caboo, and Water Wipes. Some tips when shopping for wipes. Avoid potentially harmful chemicals. Opt for plant-based biodegradable wipes and go fragrance-free. When storing wipes,
Heating them in a wipe warmer may seem like a good idea, but it can be a breeding ground for bacteria.
the FDA says temperature extremes like those in hot cars can change ingredients in wipes, breaking down the preservatives that protect against bacteria and mold and allowing them to grow faster in warm conditions. And even if they are labeled as flushable, Consumer Reports advises against flushing wipes. That is the safest way to prevent clogs, which is something I imagine we all are trying to do. You know this world much better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, those wipes, I mean, they're just a part of your everyday life, and you do have them stashed all over the house.
Right.
And with as much as you use them and how close of contact you have, not you and your baby and your whole family, that's some really important information to know.
Absolutely. Time is 6:05. Many stars, maybe not necessarily known for the live stage, are waking up winners this morning.
Yeah, the Tonys last night, you saw it right here on News 3 Now. Daniel Radcliffe, you just saw him there, of course, known for his role as Harry Potter. He won a Tony last night for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical. That's for his portrayal of Charlie Krinkus in Merrily We Roll Along. The Outsiders, based on the best-selling book, won Best Musical. And for Best Play, take a listen.
The American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to Stereophonic.
That's a cool name for a play.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So Stereophonic is a parody of the rise of Fleetwood Mac, as the band depicted in the show records a new album in 1 year, which goes on to be a big hit.
That's pretty cool.
A lot of big winners last night.
Yeah, and Sarah Paulson won her first Tony. I think she's getting close to the old EGOT
status.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, congratulations to all the winners. So we do need to mention this. If you did watch the Tonys on Channel 3, we owe you an apology. Our 10 o'clock newscast last night was supposed to follow the ceremony.
Yeah, but due to a timing error, the newscast came on a little early before the award show ended. This caused viewers in our area to miss the last segment, which featured Best Play. So again, we do apologize for that error.
At 6:07 now. Savannah, what's coming up?
Because of the hot temperatures, we do have 2 alert days today and tomorrow. We'll talk about how hot our temperatures are going to get.
And ahead in your morning sports, the first ever home game for the Madison Nightmares. Josh's best friend is out there. Find out what happened next.
Oh, midnight. I miss midnight. And just ahead, I'm going to show you how a local teacher and coach is doing something good and spreading his story in the community.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new Tacoma for $369 a month or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I've heard AI is so easy to use, I had to give it a try for Stanton Optical's newest deal. Create a commercial selling 1 pair of glasses for $59. Hey, I said a pair of glasses, not a pair wearing glasses. Better, but it needs to pop more. Pop more, not popcorn. Forget it. Maybe using AI to make an ad wasn't my best idea, but you can get the best deal on glasses right now. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Hi, it's Preston with Window World, your locally owned and nationally known window company located right here in Madison. Come see what our Window World family can do for your next remodel.
It's time to let go and move on to something better. At Window World, get a beautiful new patio door professionally installed for just $3,700. Don't wait any longer.
Visit windowworldmadison.com or
call us today.
The Spring Green Art Fair is coming June 29th and 30th to downtown Spring Green. Hundreds of artists from around the nation will be there both days. Don't miss the fun and excitement June 29th and 30th in Spring Green.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Up to 60% off list at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Explosive deals everywhere. Like this classic sofa in 3 colors. Or a Chase sofa for just $5.98. Recline and save for just $3.99. Get this incredible deal, head-up base and 8-inch mattress, just $4.99 for both. Plus, our 365-night sleep guarantee. What a sale. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Voted 2023 Best Morning Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Back at 6:11 this morning, a Sun Prairie man is using his journey and starting a family to spread a positive message, even through some of the worst struggles. In a story you'll see only on 3, see how he's using this storyline to do something good.
There was one night in particular where I had a vision. I could see myself reading a story just like this to my child.
This book is more than just words by local author Joel Coyne. It's the story of his life.
The ambition to write this story, it's a story for my son, and that's why I wanted to write it, and this was just like something I had to do for him.
Joel's journey in getting here, though, not an easy one.
There were a lot of hard nights. There were a lot of, tears and just like heartbreak, and in the moment, the journey through was tough. I won't understate that.
Joel and his wife Tricia struggled for years to start a family.
When we knew that our family would kind of take a little bit of a different journey, we came up with the mantra that family is love.
That was the guiding principle for the couple, no matter what. It was during those sleepless nights that Joel would jot down his thoughts of pain and emotion. Fast forward to now.
Our family is special and precious to us, and the journey that it took was all part of the story. And this book allows us to help tell that story.
This right here is Joel's favorite photo. It's the moment he finally got to read his book to his son Camden, now 2 years old, for the first time.
Just a joy. He's full of energy, full of personality, running around, loves dinosaurs, right? It's all the things that you picture when you start a family, and it couldn't be more beautiful.
The couple was able to start their family by way of egg donor and gestational surrogate.
My son is a product of, wonderful people, technology, and an ability in the health system to make that dream come true.
This is the home that love built. What's even more special, Camden already understands the impact of this book for his family. The storyline centering around a mama bird in nature, visiting different animals to learn what a home truly means.
He'll talk about mommy and he'll talk about daddy, but then he always goes back to the last page. And he's like, that's me.
That's so cool.
It's kind of interesting to see how, I don't know, as a 2-year-old, how do you recognize these things?
Yeah.
I get blown away at that developmental, oh, you're connecting these things.
You kind of give people hope, right? That, even in the worst of times, there is something still to strive for.
If there's something that should be able to connect everybody, it's love. And love for a family. Love for the people around you, the people that you choose to be family. A family is a family, and that love is the most important.
His story in this book is doing something good in the community, showing others there is always hope. Never give up.
All of these different pieces get brought into what you get to create as your home. And being out here in nature and seeing birds fly around, it's perfect. It's how you make it.
This isn't the final chapter for Joel. It's not clear what's next or whether another book will be in the works. For now, he's happy with the page he's on in this moment. Joel's book is nominated for Best of Madison this year. You can vote for him right now this month. You can also learn more about the home that love built by going to the story on channel3000.com. I'm getting a little teary-eyed too, and I wrote that story.
That got me choked up, for sure.
Love is a big thing, right? And it doesn't matter who your family is, as long as you're around the people that you love the most. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, and I think the message about him and his son being able to point out, you know, who his family is and
Kids
on
are
those
so
pages.
Smart. I know.
Joshy.
I know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, what a sweet story. You did a great job in telling a really beautiful story.
Yeah, thank you. We're always looking for stories for Do Something Good, too, so please shoot me an email if you know someone doing something good in the community.
Absolutely.
Love to see it. Thanks, Josh. All right, Savannah Burrito is checking out your first warn forecast on this very muggy start to the work week. Hey, Savannah.
Yeah, guys, it is very muggy out there already. Dew points are in the 70s, right at that 70-degree mark across lots of southern Wisconsin. Otherwise, the upper 60s. That's also where temperatures are lower to mid 70s across Dane County, 74 in Madison, 73 in Oregon, 73 in Verona, and 73 also in Cross Plains. Similar across southern Wisconsin, like I mentioned, there's a few 60s out there, mid to upper 60s, but most of us are in the lower to even mid 70s. 76 in Bosco Bell already this morning. How about heat index values, though? Those are going to surge in the mid 90s across most of the area, mid to upper 90s. Some areas could even reach close to the 100-degree mark, not for air temperatures, but the heat index. I think that's going to be more the case across northern Wisconsin, or at least the better chances across northern Wisconsin this afternoon and also tomorrow afternoon. I think it'll be a hotter day overall today. 92 the forecast high, our record temperature high 95 that was set back in 1994. So we're not going to have we'll have near record warmth, but not break that record warmth later this afternoon. Limit caffeine intake, drink plenty of water, take breaks. If you can't get indoor to the air conditioning, if you work outside all day long, at least take breaks in the shade. Also, you can wear light colored clothing and make sure you check on elderly and also pets, your family, loved ones, friends. Humidity, that'll be a factor all week, at least through the first half of this upcoming weekend. So Monday through Saturday, dew points, even during the nighttime hours, are going to stay around and above 65 degrees. Storm chances, I think these are going to be better where that slight or yellow color is. So up near La Crosse, Camp Douglas, and also Black River Falls. Isolated severe threat even early this morning. There is a severe thunderstorm watch. The only county in Madison, Wisconsin's DMA, or our coverage area, is Vernon County, the Viroqua area. La Crosse, Camp Douglas, Black River Falls, also up near that area is where the severe weather, at least this morning and early afternoon, going to take place. There is one current severe thunderstorm warning just to the west of La Crosse. That's where these showers and storms are going to track over. But over the next couple of hours, they will break up some and pretty much track to the northeast. So not really anticipating any severe weather across southern Wisconsin, but a couple isolated stronger storms are possible. The alert days you see in the forecast today and tomorrow, that's because of our hot temperatures, not necessarily because of our storm chances. But yes, it is going to be a hot and active week.
The Madison Mallards have been entertaining fans of the Duck Pond for more than 2 decades. But yesterday, they started a new chapter as their brand new softball team played their first home game, and the Mares and their mascot Midnight were not messing around. First inning with 2 on, and Tia Durst lays down a bunt, and you know we wouldn't show you a bunt unless something crazy happens. The ball gets away, and here come the runs. 1 scores. Here comes the second, and Tia Durst comes all the way around for the inside the park bunt home run. You don't see that every day. Madison takes a 3-0 lead. Later in the first, Sydney Jones with the bases juiced, and she rips one through the middle, bringing 2 more runs home. The Nightmares would score 10 runs in the first and win it 18-1. A nightmare game for the Steam, but a dream start for Madison. As for their brother, the Madison Mallards, they had a day yesterday, too. They squashed the Dock Spiders 16-4. The Ducks hit 4 home runs as a team, including 2 bombs from Blake Guerin. Brewers looking to take the series against the Reds, but they had some work to do in the 6th. Trailing 3-1, and that's not anything Willie Adames can't fix. Slick Willie sails a 3-run saucer. It's a no-doubter. He seems to always just come through when you need him most, and the Brewers take the lead. But then in the 9th, Crew clinging to a 1-run lead, and the Reds are going to try to tie it. A single's hit, a throw is thrown, and is it ever on the money? Blake Perkins guns a man down. Take another look at this. The defensive gem would not only seal up a win, but a series win in a 5-4 Brewers victory. Final round of the U.S. Open. This one was fun. Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau were lockstep with each other all day for the lead. Rory on 18 misses about a 3 or 4 foot putt. It would have been a par putt. He missed a couple of gimmies late, and it left the door open for the big guy. Here's Bryson DeChambeau working from the sand. He called this maybe the best shot of his entire career, and he will tell you why in just a moment. One of golf's hardest courses, and he taps in for par, winning his 2nd U.S. Open in an absolute thrilling day on the links. Speaking of the U.S. Open and 2-time winners, on this day yesterday in 1985, Madison legend Andy North won his 2nd U.S. Open at the age of 35. North still holds the compass for golf in this state to this day because of moments like these. That's your morning sports fix. Have a mesmerizing Monday.
Thank you, Andrew. What a gut-wrenching loss for Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, that's
I was pulling for him, but just can't get that next major. He's been after it for about 10 years.
Yeah, I think you'll get one. He's still got a lot of miles left in the tank.
Yeah, tough. All right, still ahead. We're going to see what Chris was up to all last week.
Also ahead in our next half hour with hot temperatures in our area, we're going to let you know what public swimming pools are open.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Update your home with low-maintenance vinyl windows from Jeld-Wen. They're durable and energy efficient, saving you money. Get this single-hung window for only $139 after rebate. Check out our great selection of air conditioners. We're sure to have what you need to fit your specific space. This Denali Air Window Unit is only $159.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
You've got this. You didn't think your sister would take you up on the dog sitting offer, but here you are. Barriers? Purchased. Doggy distractions? No expense spared. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft grace zone. So when you have to make a purchase, or 7, to prepare, you can be sure we're looking out for you, so you can look out for him. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit Plexadermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hi, I'm Fiona Rataj with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. Here are 3 things to know. Make sure you are registered to vote at your current address. You can check or register at myvote.wi.gov. If you do not have a Wisconsin driver's license or state ID, you can register to vote with your municipal clerk by completing the registration form on MyVote. Absentee ballots must be requested.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
We are back on your Monday morning. Chris is back from vacation. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Well rested. How great it was to sleep in for a week.
I bet.
Oh, it was
Guess
wonderful.
what? I only have 4 more days until I get to.
But this morning's not about you, Shane.
No, it's not.
It's about my vacation.
Certainly not. Tell us all about you and your family.
Let's go to those pictures. So we road trip down to Florida in Universal Studios in Orlando. We're at Diagon Alley, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It was everything and more. A couple of great photos of my family here. I'm so proud to have this family. This family is just everything to me, and we had such a wonderful trip. And while we came back, we stayed in the Smoky Mountains for a couple of nights and check out what we saw.
No way! Well, way to bury the lead, my friend. What was Ben thinking right there? Oh, stop it.
Oh my gosh, so I was out making a fire for s'mores, and my wife comes out to tell me something, and there was a bear in our driveway of our chalet, just hanging around, looking for trash and something to eat. Didn't care about us one bit.
Oh my goodness.
It's like we weren't even there.
Yeah, you did say that, Savannah. What were your kids thinking?
And my wife's like, went inside to get all the kids. Kids, come outside, come see this bear. And there we all are checking out the black bear that was sniffing around.
My goodness.
Our cabin.
You were a little scared, weren't you? Just a little?
I grabbed a couple pieces of firewood and started clanking them together, like yelling at the bear. I'm like, shoot, bear, get out of here.
Oh my God, I wish I could have seen that.
I know. How come there's no video of that?
That is a great video that you got this moment of Ben on video here.
Happy to capture that.
That's
we were in the Smoky Mountains, right in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and where the bear just lived amongst the people.
So you saw one bear.
Yeah, one day, one bear.
Wow.
All right, well, we're happy to have you back.
It's good to be back.
It's a great vacation. That's awesome.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy-efficient windows from Champion. Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Let's do this.
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
Get 1.9% financing on select popular 2024 Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
All the best parts of summer are here at Summerfest. 600 artists, 12 stages, 3 unforgettable weekends. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Find tickets, lineup, and more at summerfest.com.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees.
Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet.
Announcing
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue, your #1 choice for barbecue and catering. Vote online for Beef Butter Barbecue today.
Fight the bite and take back your yard. Trust your trained local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin to defend against backyard pests. Our pioneered barrier treatment is backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. If a mosquito or tick is peskier than the rest, we will apply another treatment. The season's short in Wisconsin. Don't let mosquitoes and ticks make it any shorter. Call your local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin for a free quote. In less than 30 minutes, you'll be on your way to being outside all day.
Wisconsin's U.S. Senate race takes center stage in a News 3 Now reality check. I'll drill into the latest campaign ads attacking Tammy Baldwin and challenger Eric Hovde, clarifying the messages and finding the facts. Reality check, Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
This morning, a gun violence prevention advocate weighs in on how Madison's teens are getting guns and what to do about it.
Plus, a heat wave covering huge parts of the country. How many temperature records it could break.
We across southern Wisconsin are experiencing the heat and humidity. When we'll see relief.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Shane Hogan. Thanks for waking up with us. Hope you had a nice weekend. I'm sure many of you were out and about yesterday. Oh, also, happy belated Father's Day to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you, and all the dads out there. Hope you got all the ties you wanted.
That's right. It was a scorcher yesterday for Father's Day, though, and we're not done with that heat.
Yeah, muggy, too. Savannah is out there on these sticky conditions. Is it getting any better out there? I guess it's only going to get worse throughout the day.
No, it's not getting better, guys, and we're not going to talk about relief until maybe Sunday, even through Saturday. I still think we're going to have pretty humid conditions. I had bunny behind me and it scampered. I'd like to think it didn't run away from me, but it's running away from the humidity, trying to find some shade also. It's already hot out there. We do have alert days in the forecast today and tomorrow because of the heat. Also some storm chances that we'll have to talk about as well. But this morning, our average temperature, overnight temperature, is usually about 60 degrees. We're waking up to 74 in Madison. We didn't really fall below the 70-degree mark across most of southern Wisconsin. A few areas fell into the mid to upper 60s, but most of us 70s this morning. And there are severe weather chances better towards La Crosse, that area, and even northwest of there. So that's where the slight risk is for isolated severe storms later. We could see a few stronger ones this morning, too. We do have severe weather that's currently just directly west of La Crosse. As these do continue to move northeast, they are expecting to break up a little bit, especially as they head closer towards the lake. We'll talk about and time the storm chances out both today and the next several days coming up.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Stay with News 3 Now for updates on the heat. You can follow along with the First Warn Weather and Traffic app. Get it wherever you download yours.
Well, if you need a place to cool down today, several local pools are open. The Goodman Pool in Madison opens at 1 and closes at 5:45 p.m. There are also 3 free splash parks in Madison at Cypress, Elver, and Rindell Parks. Those are open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Open swim at Sun Prairie's Family Aquatic Center runs from 12:30 to 4:30 and then again from 6 to 8. And the Monona Community Pool is open from 12:30 to 5:30 and then again from 7 to 9. And the Oregon Community Pool open swim from 1 until 3.
In Rock County, the Rockford Pool in Janesville opens at 12:30, closes at 6:30. Meanwhile, Krieger Pool in Beloit is closed until further notice because of a mechanical issue. City staff is going to get an update on the pool Wednesday at the earliest.
Well, it's not just Wisconsin feeling the heat this week. The National Weather Service's Weather Prediction Center says some parts of the country could have the longest heat wave they've seen in decades. Amy Kiley reports.
The U.S. could see almost 200 new or tied heat records this week, spanning more than a dozen states.
A lot of these records begin in the south before finally spreading northward and eastward in the coming days.
Technically, summer doesn't start until Thursday, but a powerful heat dome is stretching across the country. Those trap hot air in place and can make each day more sweltering than the last.
To be able to have a free water source to get a little relief from the heat is very important.
Such weather can be dangerous. Parts of the Southwest are at risk of wildfires. Several are burning in California, including near Los Angeles. Extreme temperatures also can be hard on health for both humans And animals. This snow leopard is getting a special den at a wildlife sanctuary in Nevada.
She'll be the one and only safe haven resident that will require air conditioning.
The facility says this year, even animals used to American summers might need someplace to beat the heat.
In the event you get triple digits temperatures, you can move those black bears right in there and flip the switch.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Also this morning, fire crews in Los Angeles are battling this wildfire. Take a look at this time-lapse video here. It's burned nearly 15,000 acres so far. Officials are telling people in the area now to be ready to evacuate it if it grows again like this. This fire started Saturday, forcing 1,200 people to evacuate. Just one day later, it grew to nearly 23 square miles. As of last night, crews had just 2% of this fire contained. No injuries yet. We do know the cause is still under investigation.
Right now, police in Michigan are trying to find out why a man opened fire at a splash pad in a Detroit suburb on Saturday. Authorities identified the shooter as Michael William Nash on Sunday, just a day after he shot and injured 9 people, including 2 kids. After he opened fire at the park, he went home, and that's where police found him dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This morning, we're hearing from a witness of the shooting and one of his neighbors.
I know these people. This is my neighborhood. These are friends. These are family members. This is horrible.
Any of us could have, been hurt or shot. We don't know what his plans were.
Police say the shooter struggled with mental health challenges. This is just one of at least 4 shootings between Saturday night and Sunday morning around the country. In total, 30 people were shot, 2 were killed.
In Madison, several people are facing criminal charges this morning for a shooting that happened early Sunday morning on the east side. It happened on Milwaukee Street, just south of I-94. MPD says officers found many cartridge casings at the scene. No reports of any injuries or damage, though. They did find a car with damage at a nearby gas station and arrested people associated with that vehicle who were also at the scene of the shooting. This morning, MPD is asking anyone with information about this shooting to call them directly. That number is on your screen, 266-6014. You can also submit a tip anonymously by going to p3tips.com.
This follows the 3 shootings in 3 days the weekend before. One happened on Willie Street, where 1 person was killed. The second was a mass shooting at the downtown Lux apartment complex. And the third happened last Sunday night at Trafalgar Place and Andrew Way. On this week's For the Record, our Braden Ross spoke with the executive director of a gun violence prevention organization about why shootings happen and what we can do to address the issue.
Guns are coming from everywhere. This is a problem that we're having, definitely a problem that we're having in Madison, but this is a problem that's going on throughout our United States. There is a gun trade. We have to talk about guns just like we talk about, you have the conversation about drugs. You have to be able to, you have to go to that level of things because, again, our young people are getting guns.
You can watch Braden's full interview with Anthony Cooper on the For the Record channel on channel3000.com.
Well, today marks 9 years since a white supremacist killed 9 people in a historically black church in Charleston, South Carolina. Among them, 3 reverends, a library manager, a barber, a speech pathologist, 2 cousins, and a mother. At the time, then President Barack Obama said the level of gun violence in the U.S. is not normal.
Once again, innocent people were killed in part because someone who wanted to inflict harm had no trouble getting their hands on a gun. Now is the time for mourning and for healing. But let's be clear. At some point, we as a country will have to reckon with the fact that this type of mass violence does not happen in other advanced countries.
The shooting remains one of the deadliest at a place of worship in the U.S. The gun debate will return to Capitol Hill this week. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer plans to bring a vote to restore a ban on bump stocks. Those devices greatly increase the rate of fire of semi-automatic weapons. Last week, the Supreme Court overturned former President Trump's ban on the device. Schumer says Democrats in the Senate are ready to pass the legislation, but that they'll need some votes from Republicans.
Happening tomorrow, former President Donald Trump will be in Wisconsin. He is visiting Racine. He's holding a rally there. Trump's campaign says he'll talk about how President Biden's administration has failed Wisconsin. This will be the first visit for Trump in the Badger State since becoming a convicted felon. It is his 3rd trip to Wisconsin this year.
6:38, checking in with Savannah now in your first warn forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Good morning. It's already a warm and also a muggy start to the day. We'll talk about when we could see some relief on the way for southern Wisconsin.
Plus, a difficult path to parenthood becomes a story of hope. How a local man's late-night vision inspired his next chapter to do something good.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
This is Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
We have something for everybody, whether it be a diehard soccer fan, a young kid that maybe it's their first game, or just a casual fan. No matter what side of the stadium you're on, you're less than 10 feet from the actual players. So we're really fortunate to have that kind of an amazing, intimate experience here at the stadium. Really something for everybody in great affordable family entertainment here at WISC-TV Field.
And that is Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
Looking to buy or sell? Call Tommy Van Ness Realty, First Weber's #1 team, dedicated to making your real estate dreams a reality.
At Tommy Van Ness Realty, we understand that buying or selling a home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding the perfect match for your lifestyle.
Trust Tommy Van Ness Realty for all of your real estate needs.
Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Get select large thin crust pizzas for $8.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
$8.99. That is a great deal.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today. Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With over 30 years' experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest and no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Here are 3 things to know about Juneteenth. Juneteenth commemorates the day, June 19, 1865, when a Union general informed slaves in Galveston, Texas, of their emancipation from slavery. In 2021, President Joe Biden signed into law a bill declaring June 19, also known as Juneteenth, a federal holiday. Juneteenth is celebrated nationwide, from parades and music festivals to pageants and barbecues. Let's all come together as a community to honor and celebrate Juneteenth. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Back 6:42 on a Monday morning, a Sun Prairie man is using his journey in starting a family to spread a positive message, even through some of the worst struggles. In a story you'll see only on 3, see how he's using this storyline to do something good.
There was one night in particular where I had a vision. I could see myself reading a story just like this to my child.
This book is more than just words by local author Joel Coyne. It's the story of his life.
The ambition to write this story, it's a story for my son, and that's why I wanted to write it, and this was just like something I had to do for him.
Joel's journey in getting here, though, not an easy one.
There were a lot of hard nights. There were a lot of tears and just like heartbreak. And in the moment, the journey through was tough. I won't understate that.
Joel and his wife Tricia struggled for years to start a family.
When we knew that our family would kind of take a little bit of a different journey, we came up with the mantra that family is love.
That was the guiding principle for the couple, no matter what. It was during those sleepless nights that Joel would jot down his thoughts of pain and emotion. Fast forward to now.
Our family is special and precious to us, and the journey that it took was all part of the story. And this book allows us to help tell that story.
This right here is Joel's favorite photo. It's the moment he finally got to read his book to his son Camden, now 2 years old. For for the first time.
Just a joy. He's full of energy, full of personality, running around, loves dinosaurs, right? It's all the things that you picture when you start a family, and it couldn't be more beautiful.
The couple was able to start their family by way of egg donor and gestational surrogate.
My son is a product of, wonderful people, technology, and an ability in the health system to make that dream come true.
This is the home that love built. What's even more special, Camden already understands the impact of this book for his family. The storyline centering around a mama bird in nature, visiting different animals to learn what a home truly means.
He'll talk about mommy and he'll talk about daddy, but then he always goes back to the last page, and he's like, that's me.
That's so cool.
It's kind of interesting to see how, I don't know, as a 2-year-old, how do you recognize these things?
Yeah.
I get blown away at that developmental, oh, you're connecting these things.
You kind of give people hope, right? That, even in the worst of times, there is something still to strive for.
If there's something that should be able to connect everybody, is love, and love for a family, love for the people around you, the people that you choose to be family. A family is a family, and that love is the most important.
His story in this book is doing something good in the community, showing others there is always hope. Never give up.
All of these different pieces get brought into what you get to create as your home. And being out here in nature and seeing birds fly around, it's perfect. It's how you make it.
This isn't the final chapter for Joel. It's not clear what's next or whether another book will be in the works. For now, he's happy with the page he's on in this moment. Joel's book is nominated for Best of Madison this year. You can vote for him right now this month. You can also learn more about the home that love built by going to this story on channel3000.com. I love this story because it's one of those that reminds you that you never know what people are going through, right? A lot of people have struggles, but it's about being positive, pushing through, and now look, he's making an impact on the community through his story. It's incredible.
It is incredible. It's just a beautiful story that so many can relate to, and who might find a little joy, too, reading that book.
100%.
Yeah, you make a good point that you never know what people are going through. And you can relate to these people now. Now that he was brave enough to put his story out there and share it with others, it normalizes that, right? It lets those people know that this is okay.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Yeah.
That is such a powerful message. Great story, Josh. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you, guys.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share, if it's in the 6 to 8 or if it's do something good, so let him know. You love hearing from him, don't you?
I sure do.
All right, time is 6:46. Savannah Brito is here with your first warn weather. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. It's going to be hot and humid. We've been detailing this for a long time now. Just be sure to stay hydrated, limit caffeine, drink lots of fluids, specifically water. If you are someone that works outside all day long or know someone that is, just make sure you or the person's taking frequent breaks, whether that be indoor and air conditioning. If you can't get out there, then make sure at least breaks in the shade. Limit strenuous outdoor activities. Wear lighter shades of clothing if you can. That tends to not get as hot as fast. And make sure that you're checking on the elderly, pets, your family, and friends. It's already a warm start to the day across southern Wisconsin. 74 in Madison, 75 in Waunakee, 74 degrees in Stoughton. That's similar all across the area. 77 already this morning in the Dells, 76 in Bosco Bell. Heat index, though, over the next several hours only going to rise. So already seeing humidity levels and dew points at about 70 degrees, but by the afternoon, the heat index, those are going to climb to the mid to upper 90s. There's no heat advisory for southern Wisconsin. Across northern Illinois, that's a different story. That's where I expect the higher of the heat index values to be, but it's still going to feel very hot outside across southern Wisconsin. Not much relief overnight. We're not necessarily going to have a heat index factored in, but by the afternoon tomorrow, also going to see those values reaching the mid to upper 90s across all of southern Wisconsin again. Then that decreases a little bit the latter half of the work week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but it's still going to be well above average out there. Here's a look at current dew points. Like I mentioned, a lot of 70s out there, 68 in Madison, and that's still higher than what we like to see. The humidity levels are really increasing, though, across southern Wisconsin, and dew points are going to stay pretty much above the 65-degree mark now through at least Saturday. I think they come down some, though, as we're getting closer to the second half of this upcoming weekend. Severe weather chances are better up near Camp Douglas, La Crosse, Black River Falls. That's also where the severe weather is going to track over the next couple of hours. We are seeing a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 a.m. That's really for areas just to our northwest outside of the Dane County viewing area. Vernon County, though, in southern Wisconsin is included in that. You can see there's currently one severe thunderstorm warning. That's the orange box just to the northwest of La Crosse. But as these thunderstorms do continue to track in closer to southern and central and even northern Wisconsin, they break up a little bit. Winds are going to be the big thing with this line of showers and storms. We do have alert days in the forecast, not necessarily because of the storms. Isolated threat here, Madison and Northwest today, but because of the heat and humidity. That's why we have those alert days in the forecast today and tomorrow. But like I mentioned, some of that breaks down a little bit mid to late week, but temperatures are still going to be above average. And we keep that scattered shower and storm threat through most of the week. So, guys, an active pattern nonetheless.
All right, Savannah, keeping an eye on it. Thank you very much. Well, hey, the Madison Nightmare season is officially here. They opened their season last night at Warner Park. And the Nightmares and their mascot, Midnight, were not horsing around. First inning with a 2-1 count. Tia Durst lays down a bunt here. Well, that turns into much more for the Nightmares. The ball gets away, 1 run scores, 2 runs scores, and then Durst comes in to score. That's right, it was an inside the park bunt, Little League home run. You don't see that every day. Madison takes a 3-0 lead there. Later in the first, Sydney Jones with a bases loaded rip. She brought in 2 more. They would go on to score 10 runs in the first and win the whole thing, 18-1. Right. No slaughter rule there, I suppose. The Nightmares will be in action again tonight. If you missed them and want to see them play, they're going to play the La Crosse team again, who might come up with some sort of illness and not have to play this one. That game's at 6:05 at Warner Park. You can find tickets and their schedule up on the Northwoods League website.
Yeah, 18-1, setting the bar pretty high.
Ooh, hello. Bats were hot.
They sure were.
All right, coming up in the morning sprint, who is required to make a quarterly tax payment today?
And we want to wish a happy birthday to Rosie. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. If you've got a kiddo, send their picture our way. We'll get it on TV. Also, want to wish happy birthday to Calvin and Ruby.
3 birthdays today. Happy birthday to all of you.
We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $50. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco. Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2026. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast so you can enjoy your new windows all summer long. 2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Broadway has arrived. The best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
It doesn't make big headlines. There's no scandal, no conflict. So you probably haven't heard about the Biden administration's work to lower costs, getting caps on the cost of medicine like insulin and inhalers at $35, and investing in American-made clean energy to lower power bills. If you don't know about it, join the club. It's not what the news is covering these days. But you can find out yourself how you can save some money.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $50. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Your local funeral home since 1869. We are Cress.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
This week, a heat wave could tie or break 200 high-temperature records across the U.S. Some areas could endure the longest heat wave they've seen in decades. This as parts of the Southwest are at risk of wildfires, and several are already burning in California.
Several people facing criminal charges after a shooting on Madison's east side. It happened Sunday morning on Milwaukee Street, just south of I-94. Investigators say a lot of cartridge casings were found at the scene. No reports of any injuries or damage, though. They did find a car with damage at a nearby gas station and arrested the people associated with that vehicle who were also at the scene of the shooting.
Police have arrested a man in connection with the other East Side shooting from last weekend that injured 2 people. Online records show 44-year-old Marcus Santel Delani was booked into the Dane County Jail Friday night. His arrest comes days after police said they were looking for another man, 37-year-old Jerome Jacobs, in connection to the shooting.
In Michigan, investigators are trying to find out why a man opened fire at a splash pad in a Detroit suburb. Authorities identified the shooter day after on Sunday after he shot and injured 9 people, including 2 kids. After the killings, investigators say he went home and shot himself.
Today is an important federal tax deadline for people who are self-employed, business owners, or freelancers. If your tax liability is expected to be more than $1,000, you are required to pay quarterly taxes to the IRS. Failure to pay on time could result in penalties.
Toyota is recalling 13,000 2023 Crown vehicles. It's for a camera defect. The automaker says the front and rear view camera cases can allow water to get inside, causing the cameras to malfunction. Toyota says it'll contact affected owners by mid-August, and they'll fix or replace the cameras for free.
We have alert days in the forecast today and tomorrow because of the hot temperatures. We are expecting also humidity levels to really be a factor. By the afternoon, we could see heat index values get close to the 100-degree mark. Air temperature, though, at 92. That's what we'll see later this afternoon. We'll make a run for record. I don't think we'll break it, but 95 is the record for today's date. That was set back in 94. Our forecast, 92. So we'll at least see and have near record warmth, and the humidity terrible outside.
It is hot.
Yeah.
Any severe weather chances in those storms?
I think mainly northwest of Madison, but isolated at best.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Thanks for waking up with us, folks. We're back with another news and weather update coming up in 30 minutes.